It is another episode of Say It Loud with your favorite GILF, Karen L here. And today in my hot seat, I love my hot seat, is Alexa V, who is joining us to talk about all the wonderful work she's doing as an artist in the music industry and a growing force. Hi, Alexa.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to have you on Say It Loud and sharing all your music and wisdom and experience with us. So, for the people that are just joining me and don't know who Alexa V is, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, I'm a pop artist, pop and soul. I'm from the Bronx. Um,
Hey.
hey, you know what they say about the Bronx, right? but yeah, I'm Alexa V. Music has always been my passion. And now I am a professional artist because I just started releasing music. I've had music sitting down in books and I've been singing to my walls for years, but now it's time to sing to you guys. So,
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what I don't know, where did you how did you start? Like what made you start? How did you when did you say like I know I have a talent. I know I have a sound. I know I can write. I'm going to do something with this.
well, I picked up a pen and paper when I was 7.
Wow.
Yes. And I was rewriting the song by Faith Evans, I love you, I want you. So I rewrote the lyrics.
Wow. At 7.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh
But
my God. Like, I didn't even think I knew what the words meant, the lyrics meant at 7.
I know. I just rewrote it and then I kept doing that with different songs until I was like 11 till 13. My mom put me in a PAL program. Um, and I
Mm-hmm.
would just perform. Like those are performing arts programs and I just started practicing every morning. I'm glad my mom never told me to shut up. She just closed her door because I was not a good singer around that age.
Yeah.
But more practice, I was able to hear the feedback from other people. You know, other people would say, "Oh wow, you sound like this person, but unique." Which explains because I grew up listening to like Tony Braxton, um, Alicia, Aaliyah,
Yeah.
Selena,
All the
Gomez,
Yeah,
all
those
the
are powerful women, powerful voices.
right, right. So yeah, and then you know, at first I wanted to just be a songwriter, but
Mm-hmm.
then I decided like I have the voice. I feel like I have the soul, I have the experience to I have a story to share. So why not
Yeah.
just be that artist. And I literally made that decision last year. So, and all those times I have wrote a lot of songs. So now I'm just putting it out there and just see where God, leads me.
Wow, that's a beautiful story because it's not easy to be so vulnerable, you
Yeah.
know, and kind of put yourself in that space. So how does that feel? Are you like, well, I'm not really worried. Let's see what happens. Or are you more
I
like, "Oh, I'm tiptoeing around this"?
I I I know I have talent. I know I have a
Yeah,
gift,
yeah,
and then also because of what people say, there's so many people that could have made things happen for themselves, but they didn't. They just quit, So when they
right,
see me, they just like, no, you have to do it. Like,
yeah,
don't be like me. So
yeah,
that inspires me.
yeah,
So yeah, like if it feels great, I'm hopeful.
yeah.
Um,
I
I don't
love that.
feel alone. So
You said, I
yeah.
know I have talent. And I feel like that's really important to be confident in yourself. Cause I'm a big believer that if you don't bet on yourself and you don't believe in yourself, then you can't expect somebody else to do it.
Right. And then
Right.
also, like, just because you have talent you also have to have like that, like hard work. You have to have a lot of hard work,
Yeah.
and be disciplined and consistent, because that's really what what it's about.
Yeah.
It's not always about just talent. You also have to be a kind person, and understanding that you also have to inspire the world, because you're going to be that role model. People are
Mm-hmm.
going to
Mm-hmm.
follow you. So, yeah.
No, I totally get that because I think sometimes people forget the work that goes into it. Even when they see a star or they see someone's
Hmm.
success, they're like, "Oh, they
Right.
must be lucky," and you're like, "Bro, it wasn't luck.
As it
You
wasn't
know,
luck.
I
Yeah,
was
it was.
working the whole entire time
Right, right.
for
And
this."
you decided to go out there and network, and you just meet
Yeah.
people. You just see
Yeah.
the vision.
Yeah. So, how did you decide what genre of music you would like, you know, decide to
Um,
sing? Like, where did how does somebody pick that?
well, for me, so like I mentioned, like some of the artists that I grew up with, I loved a lot of pop music. I listened to Madonna a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. I like
um, and a little bit of like Whitney, like pop records. And I kind of fell in love with like the funk, and I felt like I have a soulful voice. It just like meshed together.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't know, it just makes me feel good. Like I do
So
also
you
R&B, but my main thing is pop.
Yeah. And so you write for pop.
Yeah.
All right. So are we going to get to hear some of that?
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
So what is your up to date? What is your favorite song that you've written and sung?
Up to date.
Yeah, as of today.
Does it have to be released, or can it be
No,
unreleased?
as long as it's up to you. I don't know.
Well, this is a
Let's
record
go with
called.
release so I could release it here. So let's
Okay, well, my record, Diamond Doll.
Okay. And why is that your favorite? I like the name, by the way. Why is that your favorite?
It's my favorite because it's about knowing your worth. It's about a woman recognizing her value, and being okay with not accepting the jewelry and the flashy cars, that a man can give you.
Right.
It's deeper than that, so the hook is like, money can't buy you love, but money can buy you diamond rings, you know um,
Yeah.
so it's just a woman expressing to a guy, listen, it's more than material things. It's more about, give me a rose, like,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
inspire me, like motivate
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's about that. It's not about wanting to buy you things and take you here and there. Yes, those things are beautiful, and it's part of a relationship, but sometimes you go broke, and what is
Yeah.
there left,
For sure. For
So
sure. For sure.
yeah, that's why it's one of my favorite.
All right, so we're going to get into it, and we're going to play here on Say It Loud podcast so everybody can feel empowered and understand, for all the women, that you know your worth, and for all the gentlemen that are listening, you can get a better insight into being the man that a woman needs you to be, and what she really needs from you versus what you think she wants from you.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get into it. Oh my God, Alexa, I love that so much. I love
Thank
out.
you.
I definitely love an opportunity to do a two-step. I'm not a dancer, but I love an opportunity to do a two-step. I also love when different artists bring music and share music, because I think sometimes we need to enlighten each other to different kinds of music, different
Right.
genres of music. Because if someone doesn't put me on to something, I don't know about it. But they'll put me onto it, and I'll be like, oh my God, this is dope. You got to hear this girl. You know what I mean? And so you coming on here and sharing your music with all of us, that's exactly what it does. It's me hearing something and going like, oh, this is dope. She's fire, and being able to share that with somebody else. And music is funny because music's something that's so universal. You know, we think like, oh, I'm only this kind, I'm only that kind. That's the only time, like everybody, music and food are the two things where nobody has any boundary, right? It's like
Right.
I can enjoy all of it. And
Oh,
so I really appreciate you sharing that with us, because in that moment, that's how it felt, like everybody could
yeah.
enjoy. I love it. So what keeps you motivated?
My younger self,
Oh,
like my inner child.
talk about it.
um, like I have videos that I will put out later on down the line of my mom. She's interviewing me after I just finished performing in the house in the living room,
Yeah.
and just how I answered her question. I can't give up. I can't give up on that
Right.
dream. So,
You were
um,
prepared for that. You're prepared.
right, I'm preparing. This is
That's
about
adorable.
myself. Everyone is great. I'm not better than no one. No one is better than me. This is everyone can
Yeah.
share their gift. So competing with myself. I like to write
That's
things
that.
down, like a vision board, and just affirmations to keep me focused. And yeah, because nobody can motivate you more than you can. So
Right. Right. I love that. I do vision boards. I got affirmations. I got the post-its over the
nice.
dresser.
Do you have your face
I,
on the do you have your
I
face on it?
not yet, but I should. I should have a
You
couple
should.
of magazines, some TV. I should make a billboard and put it up there. Because I really do believe that you got to believe in yourself in order for other people to believe in you. And I really believe that positive energy is what gets half of the work done. Not the hard work, but it's just
Right.
as hard to be positive when things aren't perfect and don't go the way you want. So I'm going to ask that question, like, do you feel like it's hard for a woman in this industry right now, like breaking into this industry right now? Or do you feel like it's not that difficult?
Um, I feel like it's hard if you make it hard. Like if you think that, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Because words are so powerful. Like I can simply say it's hard. Like so many people say it to me, and I don't get discouraged because I know that I'm just trusting the process and
Hmm.
I'm just falling in love with the journey. That's all I care about.
Right.
So yeah,
Oh my God.
I don't think so.
No, I do, because I feel like part of the journey is just as much as the destination, right? Like
Mhm.
you got to enjoy what you're doing too every
Right.
day.
Yeah, because
So
everything is you're learning from that. Learning from all the mistakes that you're making. Like I have
yeah.
to change a lot of strategies. Like certain things that I don't want to do right now when it comes to like promoting my music, like how I want to promote it. But I
Yeah.
have to change the strategy to see if, that can get more listeners.
Yeah.
You know?
So how has that been, like promoting music? Um
Um,
the market.
well,
And
it's
then
it's
COVID, how has that been?
oh well, I through COVID, I wasn't really like doing much promotion, but now I am. Most of my music are all distributed by Empire Record Label, so that's a great start for me. But it's still about performing, reaching out to the fans, and etc. So I planned differently. I have a different strategy, so I'm working on weekly performance and just reaching out to people to listen to my music and see if they want to be part of my journey.
Wow. How has social media impacted being an artist for you?
Oh, great. I mean, everyone can, you have people from like Egypt can like find you. Like, it's amazing. I love it. I've built connection with a lot of people from Brazil. Like, I travel a lot. So I also perform at those places,
Yeah.
at the restaurants, and build my fan base like that. And even when you decide to do an ad, you're able to collect some of these people wonderful people that want to listen to people from the Bronx, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can make it in the Bronx, you can make it anywhere, because there's
Absolutely.
people, they'll critique you, but then they'll be supportive. So I think it's all a matter of, like you said, having a strategy on how you do that. How do you keep yourself in a creative space to be able to continue to write while all of these other things are going on in your life?
Well, like I mentioned, I like to write things down. So I do have a vision board, and then I do have a calendar where I write my weekly, daily habits after I come home from work. So like on a Tuesday, I'll be in my living room. I play piano, so I'll work on a record, an unreleased record that I'm still working on right now. And just, I see it on my calendar. I have to do it. I have to get it done, because if I don't, Wednesday is my self-care day. I cannot do any writing that day. Thursday, I'm in the studio recording a different song. So I just focus on whatever's on the calendar, whatever I set up for myself, and just make it happen. And that's how I'm able to get things done.
Alexa, that's so inspiring. So for all you people listening, because I write things on my calendar, I don't be disciplined enough to do all of them, though. It's you got to make that a priority for yourself.
Right.
But when it is time to write, when you do get time to write, do you ever feel like, I'm not motivated to write today, or I'm not inspired to write today? Like, how do you help that process with feeling inspired to write something?
Well, if I'm tired, like really exhausted, I'm going to bed. But I just, sometimes I just ask myself, what's my why? What I can do tomorrow, I can do today. And just the reason why I want to do this. Like, I have to, nobody's going to sit here and tell me, you got to do this. I don't have a manager. And even if I did, I don't expect that person to, like, change my mind or force me to be motivated by them. That's on me.
Right.
So
right.
I'll just ask myself, why are you not making things happen right now for yourself? If you work on this, it makes things better for you tomorrow and the day after, so yeah.
All right. So finding your purpose and finding your why to get your work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good one. I just have sometimes I feel like I'm in like a creative slump, and I don't feel, it's like I know I have to do it, but I'm like, I don't have anything to write about. I don't have anything to be, well, for me, it's more funny. So I'm like, I don't have anything to be funny about. How do I get myself in a place where I feel inspired to just be funny, or to be creative, or to be,
Sometimes you can just, we have YouTube, go on YouTube, look at certain things, certain videos, watch it, of course, just sense whatever comes to you. Or another thing is, what I love to do, sit and pray, ask for, an idea and a dream. Some of my videos, which I'm actually, like, the videos that I'm going to put out, some of them came from my dream. So it's really amazing. I'm so excited, and thanks God that he gave me some of these ideas. But praying, or journaling. Like, I like to journal, you have social media, you have God, and you have journaling.
So God, like, you can pick whichever route you want to take.
Right.
Inspired.
Right.
It's true, though. It is actually true. Like, you sit still and you meditate, and you could be inspired, or you could just be in the environment, go look for something, and it could be like a song lyric or a word or a conversation.
Take a walk. Yeah, go to nature.
that just inspires you to write or sing or dance or whatever it is that you do,
Mm-hmm.
um, and put your energy in a space. I love it. So my next question to you is like, where do you see yourself going with this in the next 5 years? Like, what would you want? Right, we're manifesting out loud. What
Mm-hmm.
would you?
To be an inspiring pop legendary artist.
I think we need that.
Yeah.
I think we need that. I don't think we've had very many, I don't know, pop artists lately.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, what do you think? You think like who's the popping pop artist right now?
The popping pop artist right now.
Yeah, see, you have to think about it.
Yeah.
We we haven't had the Britney Spears, Whitney Houston,
Mhm.
Aaliyah, Tony Braxton. We haven't had somebody in a while.
Right.
I don't know how old you are, but in my right now, I feel in the last couple of years, I haven't really felt like we had somebody in that genre who was just really, pushing it right now. I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head on the radio that I listen to regularly that's like, okay, this is somebody that came up recently and I'm like, all right, they got it. Can you think of that?
I can't think of anyone right now. Actually, I can. Alexa V.
Well, there you go. Oh, I love that energy. We love coming on here so often. We love all that. So yeah, I think what's your demographic? Like what's the age group that usually listens to your music?
I
Do
say
you know?
21 to 40. 21 to
Okay.
40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's that's pop music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I feel like, I feel like there's a space right now and a need right now
Yeah.
in pop music where we just don't have a being right now that's carrying it. For so many years we did, but I really can't think off the top of my head. Taylor Swift doesn't count. She sings country music, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, I feel like that's a good space for you. And so in the next 5 years, what's that gonna look like?
Oh, it's gonna look
Yeah.
amazing. It's gonna feel wonderful. Um, I just want to like inspire and share my story. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, I feel
yeah.
like it's always a good story to share.
Hmm.
You know,
I mean, I say that. Huh?
would you only sing or do you want to like, act and do other things with that as well?
I can get back to acting. I used to do some acting. I did a Yahoo series for John Stamos and Stacey Dash. I played her when she was 16. That was
Oh, nice.
fun. I've done
What was
some.
that like?
Oh, that was really great. It was the film. It was filmed in Connecticut, so I had traveled to Connecticut to do the film. And it was just her sharing a story of when she lost her virginity, and it took place in a school, a high school, where she met this young man, and yeah, it just shares the story, like the beginning and how it went. Really
And
funny
so did
story.
you meet her and work with her to do that? Like was she on set and stuff with you?
No, she was not on set. No,
Okay.
no.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, just that, and then I had done work for MTV on a SMM series, and then Netflix. Did some commercials. I definitely want to get back to commercials. I think I want to do some of that. So yeah, whatever
Yeah.
the future holds, whatever
Voice, you
opportunity
can
comes to me.
sing. And
Yeah.
yeah, you're like a triple threat.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to, use everything of what God gave me. So just
Yeah, and
practice.
it's a gift. It's So let's talk about another song. What's another song you want to share that you're like, yo, y'all gotta hear this. This is the one. This is the one. You guys gotta hear it. I want to know the inspiration to writing it, and then we're all listen to it.
Okay, well, I would love to share a record called Square One, but it will only be released on January 20th.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure out on January 20th. What was the inspiration behind the song?
Well, the inspiration was sometimes when you want love, you want to get in you want to meet someone and have all the, the marriage and the house and the dog and etc. But sometimes you don't know who you are yet. You don't know. When you don't know who you are, you don't know what you want, need, or even deserve.
Right.
You think that, but sometimes you have to learn more about what you need in life, about you, study, focus on your awareness. And when you don't know that information, then that's when you break up and you have to start back to square one.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Do you feel like a lot of your music is about relationships and about growing into relationships?
Yeah.
People tend to talk about love and relationships a lot.
What did you say?
I said people tend to sing about and talk about relationships a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to be loved, right?
Yeah.
But I'm coming to the realization you have to love yourself first.
Let's talk about it.
If you don't see your value, people are going to walk all over you.
Yeah. Most of the time we don't learn that, though, until we're faced with that experience.
And then you have to start back to square one.
Yeah. And then, and hope that you learn something from it so
Absolutely.
that, again, right? We're back in the situation again.
Again and again.
Because that would be your square one. And you're like, I'm back to square one again. I'm starting all again. What advice would you give to women that want to get into the music industry?
Stay humble. Don't try to compete with others. Compete with yourself. Focus on what you like, and your soul family will follow. They will see you, they will feel you, they will believe in you, and you'll have your fans like that. Yeah.
I like that. I think we need to honor ourselves.
Right.
Especially in an industry where so many people
pretends to be
it's very competitive. I think women in general, and this is stereotypical and I probably shouldn't say it, but I feel like some women are just, not all women because my friends are not like this, but some women are just naturally like competitive. And I'm like, sis, I don't want to be you and you don't want to be me, so why you gotta act like that? Why you have to come off like that? Like, we can all do the same thing and be successful and love on one another, you know what I mean, and enjoy each other's talents. It doesn't have to be who's better or who's this or who's that. Like, there's 7 billion people in the world.
Ego is a killer.
Yeah. So I would really I appreciate you saying for people to be humble. Because it's also an industry where things change fast.
Absolutely.
And you want to remember who you are and all of that and what you're giving, because ultimately at the end of the day, what you put out is what you're going to get back, right?
Absolutely.
So all right. So let's get into another song, since we got to wait till January 20th for the new song to drop. Can we get into another song here? What else do you have to share with us?
Sure, I can share with you guys a record that me and my dad did together. It's called Guns Away.
Ooh, you wrote a record with your dad?
Yeah, so my
What?
dad my dad is definitely a legend from back in the 80s, hip hop rapper. He was part of the Classical 2 group. And he had a record called Rap's New Generation, which was produced by Teddy Riley.
Oh, wow.
And at that time, he was signed to Rooftop Records. And, people know who he is. His name is Keyborn. And yeah, we decided to do a record together.
So this is your blood. Like, this is like your lineage. This is your ancestors' wildest dreams. And you just now telling me this, Alexa? Alexa. I'm going to start saying. You're destined for this.
You said what?
I said you were destined for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So tell us about the song with Dad. Tell us about the song with
Dad. The song is about bringing peace, getting rid of the guns, and understanding that, the number one thing that God didn't want is for us to harm each other,
Right.
is to love one another. So guns is something that I don't condone with, I don't think that is good to kill another person, for whatever reason, So the best way to keep things safe, fight with your hands. You got hands.
Why we got Alexa? I'm one step ahead of you. Why we gotta be fighting all the time?
I don't know.
Why gotta be each other? Like, I just don't understand.
Get in a boxing ring if you want to fight. Yeah. But we shouldn't. I don't know.
And then, like, we just kill each other like it's a video game. Like, if I restart it, they'll come back. Like, bro, like, this is somebody's husband, child, son, father, mother, daughter, sister. Like, what are y'all crazy? Like, it means nothing. Like, I don't condone it. I don't condone it. Unless you're gonna give every single person a gun, don't give anybody a gun. That's my opinion.
Absolutely.
That's we're all equal, and I can shoot you back, because as long as there's one person that has and one person that doesn't have, there's always going to be this unfair balance of power.
Right.
So take them all away, or we all get. Because if we all had one, we won't be shooting people that much.
Exactly.
But we can't think that as long as they're like, and it's not like, it's not the gun itself, it's the ignorant people behind the gun. But nonetheless, why do you need that?
Right.
So I'm all for it. I'm all for creating music that lets people know that this is not the way of life, and that we need to value our lives and more than whatever it is our ego and our anger is telling us.
Right. Yeah. Let the ego go. Let it go.
Oh, all right. So what was that like, recording with your dad and like writing a song with your dad?
Oh, it was great. It was fun. Well, I actually have my own home studio that I have set up. So I recorded it, my verse at my place. So yeah, I'm also getting into like making beats and mixing, etc. So,
and producing your own music.
Yeah. I have everything, so why not try to learn, like I got this right here. So.
Oh, I got one right here too. Look.
Ooh, I see. Really nice. Which one is that one?
I have a Rodecaster Pro. That's what I use to record. But I told you I have an undergrad degree in media communication, so I used to spend my free time learning Pro Tools, like on the like in the big mixer at the studio school and at the radio stations I interned at, because I always wanted to be a producer. Like, I don't want to sing, I just want to say, like, turn that bit up, turn the bass up, turn this, that's what I enjoy.
Nice, really nice. You can still do it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're
Write
right.
it in the calendar.
Write it on the calendar. I feel like I'm gonna go get my planner out right now. Block out my gym days. I'm gonna out,
Right.
But love that you worked with your dad too. But my dad is, for me, is such an inspiration in the work that I'm doing, because my dad also has a background in music and was the one that taught me, that let me touch my first microphone and DJ my first party and all those kinds.
Mm-hmm.
So I think dads are really important for young women or old women like me, because my dad still comes to my house, and when I built my studio in the house, I was like, Dad, can you come over because I need. And he does it, and he does it, and he's like, you need to do this, and you need to do, and then he just sits there, you know, he's just what to do while he's doing it. You're like, Dad, I'm not listening, just do it. But
Right.
it's true, right?
Right. Yeah.
He's standing there with a drink, but it's a very important. It's an important in my journey. It's very important. So I love that you got to work with your dad and share something that you both love together.
Yeah. And just
make an impact.
Record. Yeah.
Whose idea was it?
For that record, it was my dad's idea. Yeah. For that record. And I was like,
right,
send it over.
Play it. Yeah, I love it. All right, let's play it. Let's play it. We're gonna listen to it. Here we go. Oh, thank you so much, Alexa, for sharing all your music with us. I feel so inspired just talking to you.
Thank you so much. Likewise.
Planner out and start like blocking out things, and you were like, I play some gems from this conversation. You was like, tomorrow's my self-care day. Like, I'm not doing anything. I was like, I don't have a self-care day.
Do it.
I need to have a self-care day. Like, I'm just, put the phone on silent and just take care of my mental or my body or whatever the case might be. I love that. I love that. I love that talking to you, you're so positive, and I felt so inspired in this space with you, like safe and inspired. And I love that about you. You just give off this beautiful, calm, peaceful energy about you. And it's really a pleasure to like sit here and chop it up with you. Like, I'm excited to watch you flourish and grow in this. So I could be like, I had her on my show and we was doing this. Because you just want, there's certain people you just meet and you're just like, I just want good for them. And you're definitely one of those people.
Thank you so much. I want good for you too.
So where can everybody find you? Where can they listen to your music? How can they come see you in concert, in your live show once a week? Like, how does everybody get in touch with Alexa V?
Well, you can definitely get in touch with me through, I'm mainly on Instagram. So it's at I am Alexa V. That's ALEXAV as in voice. So I am Alexa V. I'm also on Facebook as well. I'm on Twitter as well. And yeah, you just stay connected there. You can find my music on all platforms, Spotify, iTunes. And my videos, which are now up on Vivo. So definitely go watch and stay connected. Feel free to message me. And much love.
Yay! We're going to play your music. We're going to listen to your music. We're going to follow you on Instagram. We're going to watch The Glow. And enjoy all the good things that come your way and be a part of this journey, so that you can always come back and be like, guess what I did, y'all? And we can share it with you. Everybody needs a chance. I'm good at that job. I'm so good at that job. Thank you so much, Alexa, for joining Say It Loud Podcast. Your time and your energy and all your good music. And I can't wait to have you back in our hot seat.
Thank you so much.
Hey.
Thanks. That was wonderful.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna We're gonna see if I can get you on this one. Recording.